Hey everyone, we just covered structural classification of neurons, and now we're going to move into functional classification of neurons. So the first functional is sensory or afferent. So afferent means that it is going to be going to the main portion of the central nervous system so that your brain can interpret that. So sensory afferent. Once again, the La Hacienda plate example. I touch the plate, that sensory information goes from my hands all the way up into my central nervous system. Whether that is going to be my spinal cord or my brain, we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. So message is taken to the central nervous system. These cells tend to be unipolar or bipolar. Once again, the unipolar, we've got the one hand and then the arm that's all the way over on the side. And then the bipolar, we have the cell body in the middle and the axon on one side and then one massive dendrite. So there's only one way that all of that can be taken, and that ends up making it go really quickly. So over here we have the sensory neuron. This is going to be collecting that information of oh, that plate is really hot. And then boom, it takes it directly to the other receptor cells. The next type is interneurons. Now, inter means between two separate things. Intra is within something. So interneurons, they're going to be directing and processing the messages within the central nervous system. These are multipolar, so they have lots of dendrites on one side, and then the axon can connect to multiple different neurons as well. So the idea with the interneurons is that this is going to have many connections, which then allows for you to think and have different processing techniques. Motor neurons, we've seen these before. They are the ones that are going to carry out the message of the central nervous system. These are normally multipolar as well because they're going to be in communication with many different neurons telling them what to do. And normally they are going to be affecting muscles. So I touch the plate at La Hacienda. That sensory neuron, which is normally unipolar or bipolar, goes all the way up to my central nervous system. My central nervous system either determines that the plate is too hot or not very hot at all, and that they were just being overly cautious. And then the output is going back to my hand so that I can either move my hand away as fast as possible or tap it a couple more times to make sure I'm right. So functional classifications, once again, we have the sensors. We are going from the hand to the central nervous system. The interneurons are found in the central nervous system. They are going to be the ones taking care of the message, trying to figure out what's going on. It integrates it, decides what to do. And then the motor neuron is going to be the one that affects and says what is happening here. So if the plate is really hot, you move your hand away extremely fast. That is it for your notes. Please write a good summary. You guys are going to have plenty of time to do this. What are the functions of the nervous system? What are the types of neural glial cells and what do they do? What are the parts of a neuron? And then what are the structural classifications versus the functional classifications? If you guys want to make a T-chart for that, that would be nice. Email me if you have any questions. You can always message me on Schoology or Remind 101. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.